Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios on this 08.18.2025. Current time is 0618. A lot of 18s there. Here in upstate New York, the southern tier of upstate New York, where I live and reside this morning. And we start of another week working towards the weekend. Hope everybody had a good weekend. I am Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich over there on X, and for the most case on all those other fine social media platforms where you can find. If you just Google at Fireman Rich, you will find it, or else in the particular streaming platform you're on, just check the links and you'll see where I'm at, I guess. And I want to say good morning to Tina, our Jersey girl. She is up because the nurse woke her up for her pills. So I'm here. Okay, Tina, good morning. Glad to have you. I'm just basically waking up about an hour ago myself. So we're getting started here. And we have Tony D in the house. I see you on the YouTube there, Tony. My brother veteran, my good friend and fellow broadcaster. Thank you very much, Tony. And he says salute on the Rumble. Hashtag positive start to this day. And I think the missus is just waking up. So I'll say good morning here to her in a minute. And Tina saying good morning to Tony. And Tony is saying good morning to Tina over there on Twitch. We got the comments going on the Twitch. And we are here on Rumble Studios. We're broadcasting out to Rumble. We're broadcasting out to locals. We're broadcasting out to Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, X Live, and Kick. And why? Just for kicks. We are here on 7 platforms, and we are happy to be here. We're glad to be here. We are blessed to be here, folks. And I want to say thank you to Rumble. Rumble gets it done for me as far as that goes. We also have the morning coffee. This is the special guest star. If we have a guest star, it's the coffee. It wouldn't be a morning coffee if we didn't have this stuff right here. It's tasting mighty fine this morning. Very good, very good, very good stuff. And so we are getting our day started here. We're actually getting our day started with a hashtag positive start to the day, hashtag PSTTD. And I got a good night's sleep despite the loss last night by Buffalo. But we'll get to that when we get to NFL football. I think I did pretty good on my picks, but Buffalo was just a wreck last. It's preseason, though. Okay, it's preseason. So I'm just wondering, they lost last week. They lost this week. Is that there's something going on there? I think maybe they're hiding. Maybe they don't want to show their full potential before the. Let's see, is this thing right? Yeah, their full potential before the season start. We'll see. But football's in full gear. Also, soccer, Premier Soccer has started. We'll be talking about that in the sports. I hope everybody had a good weekend. I did. Started Friday. Friday. What did we do Friday? We live streamed Friday, Lord of the Rings. I was a little tired. I only did an hour and a half. But then Saturday, when we got into the meat of the, everybody else's that worked Friday. For me, the weekend starts on Friday. Okay, I just decided that the weekend starts on Friday for me. And but Saturday we ended up mowing the lawn before the big opening game for Manchester City. That's the team I follow, and I showered up because I had a jersey I had to wear. I have an official Manchester City jersey that I'll be wearing when I watch the games, and so I am a fan. I have become a fan since last season. I think it's halfway through the season, and I want to say thank you to our my good friend, our good friend Wingnut. Who sent that to me, and I was a little reciprocal to. I sent him a little Buffalo love, but he gifted me an official jersey for Manchester City, so I appreciate. He's a diehard. He grew up with them. He actually trained with them, so I've become a soccer fan and Very good game Saturday. We'll go over it. But I mowed the lawn early so I could watch the soccer game, and then I took a nap because I was too tired. Wingnut sent me a message. Hey, let's do we do the PUBG battlegrounds every day just about, and the cheats get too bad. We'll probably go back to mobile, but we were playing Battleground or Battlefield 6, and I broadcast that for 3 hours on Saturday night. It was the second and last open beta weekend, and I was in the early beta. I was lucky enough to get an early access to it a couple of days before the last week there. So I've had more than my share. I think I'm up to a rank 13 or something like that, and got acclimated to the game. I'm going to be buying the game here come before October 10th. That's when it officially comes out, and I broadcast it for 3 hours. So I took a nap, and I was just too. If I knew if I was going to broadcast that night, Saturday night, I needed to take a nap. So I took a nap, had a good nap, broadcasted 3 hours of Battlefield 6 beta, and that game rocks, folks. It's if you like the first person shooters and stuff like that. I've played some COD. It's similar, in nature, but it's different. Okay, I think it's different. COD just I don't want to be fighting zombies and stuff. It's a military. It's and the same thing on PUBG Battlegrounds. They have these campaigns where they show the K-pop or this other trivial stuff, and mobile has that. PUBG Mobile has that too. But Battlefield 6 was a good. So it's all over for the beta now. And what did I do yesterday? Oh, we played PUBG Battlegrounds yesterday. We played some games, and I played some Battlefield in the morning. I didn't play anything on last night. I was trying to watch the football game last night. Oh my God, I don't want to. But we had a good weekend overall, and I do hope you had a good one. We had some nice weather. Been dry. It's been very dry. The lawn's looking nice, but it has been dry, and but we don't have the. You can see we don't have the air conditioners on this morning. It's a little not too bad. It's okay. I could have done without this, but I feel comfortable with this when the windows are open now. You can feel fall coming in, folks. Fall is upon us. The walnut trees, their leaves are changing colors. They're yellow. As soon as I got done mowing the lawn Saturday, you could see the leaves fall down on them and stuff. Not a lot. They sprinkle around and stuff, but the leaves are obviously changing in the trees, and haven't seen the birds gather yet. So that's the next tall tale sign. I did see a monarch butterfly this weekend when I was mowing, going across the cornfield. That's the first one. And but for overall in all, it was a pretty pleasant thing. Tony says good morning. And Tina's up and about also. The nurse had to wake her up for her pill. So we wish Tina the best, Tina. We know you're getting better. We also have some news on the medical front there. A good friend, and I played PUBG Mobile with him, and that is Cup of Joe. Cup of Joe is a friend of mine online here, and he is in the hospital. He had a stroke. He had two strokes, actually, and he had ammonia, I guess, from what his Facebook post Wingnut informed me of. Wingnut knows Cup of Joe. We've known Cup of Joe for a couple of years. He's a good guy. He's a retired, well, soon to be he used to be a New York City bus driver, and those guys are tough. They're the only persons that are tougher than a New York City bus driver is a freaking New York sanitation worker. The sanitation workers, those are the tough guys down in New York City. The cops go to them. No, they're all good. But we, our thoughts and prayers are with Cup of Joe. After hearing the other day, I heard from Wingnut informed me, and then I saw on his Cup of Joe's Facebook page. But he's doing well. He posted a picture yesterday that he is getting some tests and something similar to what you had, Tina. I guess they find a problem, they do the test, and they make you better and stuff like that. And yeah, I'm not sure if you knew he had two strokes. I'm not going to do any more. That's what he stated. Okay, I'm not going to go any more because being a prior firefighter, I don't want to go. You don't go in depth because they have something here in the well, New York State especially, but there's something known as the HIPAA law here in the United States. You don't go into medical thing. You don't become a doctor. You don't diagnose. You don't tell what other people should be doing and stuff for their health and stuff like that. It's just not. Let the experts do it. You can recommend and stuff like that. Suggest, like I suggested, most people, you want to stay healthy, you eat right, you exercise, and you try and keep your stress level down and stuff like that, and keep your weight down and all that. And but Cup of Joe, he had a picture of a very good lunch that he had yesterday. He on his so we wish Cup of Joe the best, and we're thinking about him. He's a great guy. I've known him for a number of years. He can be a little wonky and stuff like that, but it's all in good fun. And I played quite a bit of PUBG Mobile with him, and I always had a great time playing with him as far as that goes. So we wish you well, Joe. And Tina says, "Oh no, I didn't know." Okay, yeah, it happened. I think was it last week, Thursday or Friday or something like that. You can check out his Facebook page because he's giving details on his condition. He's doing good. He's having some tests done. And just like when we didn't hear from you, Tina, we said, what? And then we finally hear from you. And that's the thing. Joe is actually letting us know how he is doing. He's feeling well. He knows he has to get better. He probably knows he has to do this and that. So it's just good that Joe is still with us. Thank God. Thank you, Lord. Everything is on the goods, and probably a wake up call. I know when my dad had he had actually a couple heart attacks, but they weren't really wake up calls because he still continued doing his. He would do it for a little bit, and most people will do, and then they go back to their old ways and stuff. But I don't know. Just so to do the update there because I think. What is it? Did I know about it Friday? I don't know if I talked about it Friday or not. I don't remember. I might have. I don't know. I think I might have mentioned it, but there's been an update since I found out about it Friday from Wingnut that he's he's stable. He's in his room. He's getting better. They're doing tests, and he's eating well. Quit the smokes, Joe. I'll tell you that. I used to tell my dad that he quit, my dad, but we could always catch there's cigarette butts here and there. You could tell, and it's like, you're smoking, Dad? Oh no. Okay, we never showed him the cigarette butts. It's like but we got to stay healthy. Got to stay healthy if we want to stay on this blue marble. We got a short amount of time of life to enjoy and stuff like that, and I'm going to squeeze every ounce of it as I can. Let's see. Currently here, because we have the windows open, and it's currently at 62 degrees Fahrenheit, and that's 16 degrees Celsius on the Celsius scale, and it's pleasant. It's cloudy, overcast. I think it tried storming yesterday. We could have used the rain, and as far as that goes, and I don't know. It's looks like it's cloudy. I don't think that's. I don't think that's. I think the air quality. Let's check the air quality here this morning. I think it's air quality. Let's see. What's the air quality from airnow.gov? Oh, air quality is good. I don't have to show you this. It's showing good. We're showing. We're right in the good as far as that goes for today. And let's see, where are the wildland fires? Let's see. Most of the wildland fires and the smoke. Oh no, we're all good. We're good in the Northeast. Now they got some wildland fires out in Texas, Oklahoma, Air quality is not good there, so there's some wildland fires. With the amount of wildland fires they're reporting out there in the out west, it doesn't look like the air quality is good across the country, except down there in Tennessee. I guess there might be a wildland fire down there. So air quality is good here. So that's good to know. And let's see, our if I can get to this on the map. Let's see, a weather map. Let's see the weather here. Today is going to be a mix of clouds and sun, cooler and less humid. Okay, that's good. Oh, high is 77. We're down in the 70s. That's good. That's a good thing. That's a very good thing. Winds out of the northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Sun rose this morning at 6:18. So that was at 6:18. That was about 18. It was 16 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago, 15 to 16 minutes ago. Sun rose this morning at 6:18 a.m. and sets tonight at 8:03 p.m. Now, if you notice those times, the sun is rising a little bit later, and the sun is setting a little bit earlier each day. So we're losing time there, and that's another tall tale sign. That's our second tall tale sign that fall is approaching us, as far as that goes. And let's see our world times and temperatures as I speak. Starting in Honolulu, Hawaii at 12:34 a.m. Cloudy skies, a little clearing there in Honolulu. 79 degrees Fahrenheit. In Phoenix, Arizona at 3:34 a.m. Clear skies in Phoenix. 86 degrees Fahrenheit. In the windy city of Chicago, Illinois at 5:34 a.m. Cloudy skies, 75 degrees Fahrenheit. And in New York City, the concrete jungle, as I like to call it, at 6:35 a.m. 70 degrees Fahrenheit, 6:35 a.m. here in upstate New York, the southern tier of upstate New York also. And let's see, we have from our Jersey girl, Tina, down there in central New Jersey, 72 degrees down there for the high in central New Jersey, and the low is 66. Thank you, Tina. And down there in Warner Robins, Georgia, where my good friend and brother veteran and fellow broadcaster Tony D, he says it's currently 73 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay. Going to have a high of 91. Going to be up there in the warm stage. And for the low, it's 73. Mostly clear there in Warner Robins, Georgia. Thank you, Tony. And let's see, going across the pond, the Atlantic Ocean, to London, England at 11:35 a.m. Cloudy sky. Is it cloudy skies? Yeah, cloudy skies in London. 66 degrees Fahrenheit. And in Milan, Italia, it's Mangia lunchtime in Milan. We caught everybody at lunchtime there in Milan. Our good friend Nazim he works in Milan. He doesn't live in Milan. He lives outside Milan. He works in Milan. Milan is a beautiful Italian city. I've been there. Gorgeous place. And that was many years ago, back in the day, as I call it. But in Milan at 12:36 p.m., sunny and clear, 86 degrees Fahrenheit. And skipping over to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia at 6:36 p.m. in their early evening. They're 12 hours ahead of us right now. Kuala Lumpur at 6:36 p.m. Sunny and clear, 88 degrees Fahrenheit. And in Tokyo, Japan at 7:36 p.m. in their evening, cloudy skies, 86 degrees there in Tokyo. And down under on the great continent and in the great country of Australia, great friends and allies to the United States, I do like to say all the time, thank you, Australia. In Melbourne at 8:37 p.m. in their evening, clear skies, 50 degrees Fahrenheit. And over to the east in Sydney at 8:37 p.m. It's raining. I gotta get my get my bifocals going here. It's raining. It's raining in Sydney at 8:37 p.m. and it's 52 degrees Fahrenheit. 50 degrees in Melbourne, 52 degrees in Sydney. Of course, when we start switching, we go from summer to fall. Australia goes from winter to spring to summer. They go the opposite. They're in the southern hemisphere as far as that goes. Let's see. I'm on my Twitter here. I see there's three folks on X Live. We are on X Live. Let me check Kick because we don't see the numbers for them. Let's see. On Kick, we have nobody over on Kick as of yet, and over on the Facebook Live, we do see the numbers for Facebook, but we just don't get the comments from Facebook. And let's see. Let's turn that off. We're looking good on the Facebook, and you can see our numbers right here. We have one person on Rumble, one person on Locals, two people on YouTube. Good morning, YouTube. Good to see you. Okay, three people over there on Twitch, and the numbers count, but we don't get no comments from Facebook. And the same thing, we don't get any comments from X Live or Kick, because Kick is on the RTMP. I RTMP them onto the broadcast, but we don't get the numbers for these two, so I have to go over there. I've got YouTube up on the tablet. I've changed that around. So, but look, our thought for the day. Our thought for the day. Let me bring that up. Our thought for the day comes from our first president of these here United States, and that's George Washington. And George Washington, one of the founding fathers, the general that kicked the British out of the United States to win the Revolutionary War. But he was a founding father and the first president of the United States, serving from 1789 to 1797. As commander of the Continental Army, Washington led the Patriot forces to victory in the American Revolutionary War against the British Empire. We kicked them out. Now they're good friends of ours, the Brits. The Brits are good friends. So George Washington's thought and our quote for the day goes as follows. We should not look back unless it is to derive useful lessons from the past and for the purpose of profiting by dearly brought experiences. Let me read that again. We should not look back unless it is to derive useful lessons from past errors, and for the purpose of profiting by dearly brought experiences. So for me, my takeaway is you shouldn't dwell on the past. You can't relive the past. It's good to look back and check where you were and to see where you are now. That's a measuring stick. That's what I do. I don't want to relive the past. The past is the past. You can't go back in time. Well, theoretically, they say you can, but I wouldn't want to, because then you're just going to screw up the time continuum, as we've seen in all those movies. But you learn lessons, and if you have good experiences, you remember those to utilize them as you move forward in this life. And I think that is a good one. And Tina says as well, good quote, yes. And what does that mean? Well, George Washington suggests that reflecting on the past errors should be a constructive exercise. You know, it's very hard for people to admit mistakes. I've admit my mistakes and I can move forward. I look at that particular point, and it's just like, that's a good experience. When you hold in your frustrations and stuff, and your demise for other things, it's not good. It's not, but it should be a constructive exercise when you reflect back, not relive or try to change things that are in the past. Aim at understanding what went wrong and how to avoid repeating those errors in the future. So that's what he means by a lesson and an exercise. So a very good, a great quote from the founding father, President George Washington. Thank you, sir. God bless and Godspeed. That is a good one. I've learned a lot from my lessons in life so far, and I benefit now. I'm really enjoying life, and as far as that goes, and that's what it's all about, as far as I'm concerned. Let's see here. We do have a national day today. Let's see what that's all about. It's good to be here. It's good. I love being. Oh, that reminds me. Wednesday, Tina, especially for you, Tina, because I know how you worry. I will not be broadcasting Wednesday. Okay, I will not be broadcasting Wednesday. Just to make that note, programming note. Okay, me and the missus, we have some important business we have to do that morning. We will not be. I will not be broadcasting. Okay, we got some things we need to take care of as far as that goes, and I could, but it'd be too rushed, so it's not worth. It's not worth coming up. I may live stream that night or something like that, but I will not have the Wednesday morning coffee is postponed. Okay, so we will be back Friday. I am still doing the audio podcast. It's an audio podcast tomorrow for Tuesday and also Thursday. So you can check that out over there on X Live. And okay, Tina, you realize that. So, and if anybody says, "Oh, where'd Fireman Rich go?" You guys can let them know. I've got some personal business to take care of, and and I'm always one to say when you got real life, and so I get to spend. I spend a little more time with the misses and stuff, but we have some things to do as far as that need to be taken care of and stuff like that. It's just there's certain things that you have to take care of during the course of the years and stuff like that, being retired and all that. So we're focused on that and stuff like that. So we will be back Friday for the Friday morning coffee. So just put that out there, okay? Our national day. As we go to that, we have National Pina Nora Day. That's a wine, I guess, of some sort. Okay. National Mail Order Catalog. Does anybody have any paper catalogs anymore? I do all my looking at. I always look at. These are the three places I look at. I look at Amazon, eBay, and Walmart online. Those are my three top ones, okay? And I purchase stuff from all three of those. A lot of people don't realize Walmart online is just as good as it's almost better than going in the store because there's a lot of things on there you can't find and stuff. So I always, if I'm looking for something, I'm comparing them. Matter of fact, no, I got this off of eBay. This thing I got off of eBay. This is this is my video capture card dongle. Okay, and I got that from eBay. I could have got it from Amazon, but it was cheaper, and I think there was. I don't know if I looked for that on maybe did I? I'm not sure. Did I get it in Walmart? See, I like eBay and Walmart because they take PayPal. So Amazon doesn't, as far as that goes. But Amazon is good. So, but who uses? Does anybody use paper catalogs anymore? Tina says we go to Amazon and Walmart. Okay, online. Yeah, Walmart's great. I like it. eBay's up there. It's good. eBay has that stigma, that reputation. It's a little cheesy, but it really isn't. There's some good stuff on. I mean, it's just actually you can find things a few bucks cheaper. It's the same product too. So National Mail Order Catalog. I don't know. I used to look. I remember my grandmother. First time I saw a Sears catalog, it's a big thick thing. I'm look at all this neat stuff. Wow, it's pretty cool. Um, We got National Fajita Day. That sounds good. Woo, who doesn't like a good fajita? But we have one better, and I know Tina's going to love this one. I don't know if you can have this at the hospital. Maybe, I don't know. Joe had some. Did he have? No, he had some pudding. Today is National Ice Cream Pie Day. Who doesn't like a good ice cream pie? Ooh, that's so good. As a cook. National Ice Cream Pie Day. Hashtag Ice Cream Pie Day. Oh, that looks good. Let's see. Get this down on the. Yeah, it's hashtag Ice Cream Pie Day. National Ice Cream Pie Day is observed annually on this day, August 18th. This is the second ice cream holiday in August, and it honors a refreshing frozen dessert that makes it many that comes in many delicious flavors. First came putting ice cream on pies. Who doesn't like a scoop of vanilla ice cream on a piece of hot apple pie, huh? That is yummy. Yes, it is, Tina. Um, with all the flavors available, our options are unlimited when you look at it. Plus, when we figure in the types of crust to make with ice cream pie, the concept is beyond delightful. Combine graham cracker crust and maple pecan ice cream pie for a fall treat. Yeah, and it's getting close to fall. Or a vanilla wafer crust with peanut butter ice cream topped with bananas. Yum. You're only limited to the imagination. And Tina says, I get ice cream and pie, but yeah, I guess they give it to you in small amounts in the hospital, which, they don't want you to overindulge, I guess, as far as that goes. Uh, so, oh, there's some traffic. We got some rain coming. Let me check the radar. What's the radar say? Let me check the local radar here. What's the local radar say? It doesn't look cloudy. It looks like it's clear right now, the radar. This is from WBNG Channel 12. So the clouds that are out there, they're not coming in. I wonder why that is. Let me see. Let me check another radar here real quick. No, just scattered noises. So we're not. It does look cloudy out there. It looks like it wants to rain a little bit. So let's go ahead and bring that back down. Local weather. Like I said, tomorrow we'll be doing the audio podcast as far as that goes, and let's see. New Jersey had thunderstorms last night. Yeah, I guess there was some bad storms that went overhead as far as that goes, and but we had storms to the north and south of us, but we got some wind yesterday. So, and I'm not sure. Let me check the radar, see what we have for storms in the United States. Do we have any storms going on? Let's see. Let's see. Oh, we got some storms out in Iowa, Wisconsin. A few storms out there in Montana, North Dakota on the border there, and that's about it. So there's no real. Oh, hang on. Oh, that fell down. What happened there? Huh. I'll fix that. A pitcher fell down from the wall. Okay, that's all that was. It was a pitcher that fell. I guess I'm gonna have to tack that back up. Okay. How come that's not going there? So tomorrow will be an audio podcasting day over there on Spotify, and that's one of the things we do with this broadcast. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we repurpose the audio in an audio pod over on Spotify for creators. And how come my oh, there we go. Yeah, last week we had um, last Thursday we had, and I talked about it Friday. The blue iguana there down in the Cayman Islands. That was a good article. So I'm not sure what we're going to have tomorrow, but I always on the audio podcast that fell down. Did you tack it up, glue it up? No. Okay. It's on nail. That's weird. Did somebody knock it off? Maybe. We got. Why did they knock it off? I don't know. Oh, that's very strange. Yeah, we'll put it back up. Yeah, but pictures don't just jump off the wall. No, they don't. I wonder if we had a mini earthquake and that fell. Because that other one up at the top, it looks a little. No, it's just a nail. Oh, is it? Yeah. Okay. Freaky. What are you doing? Closing that. Oh, okay. Okay. So let's see. So we'll be doing the audio podcast. We scale it down a little bit as far as that goes. How come this not working? My Surface 3 is acting up. I think she's getting a little old, I guess. Let's see. What do we got here? Let's go ahead and do it this way. So we'll be doing something. It's sort of a what I do on the audio podcast. It's sort of a mini version of what we do here. Here, I think I just dumped out. That's right. Just oh, what the hell happened here? We'll be right back. We're back. Um, what did I just do? Oh, this is weird. This is weird, folks. We got a picture that fell down, and my broadcast I accidentally knocked off. Let's bring this back in. Just a minute. Just a minute. Okay, we're back. We're back. We're back. Yep, we're back. Sorry about that, folks. Oh, I just dropped the broadcast here on the computer. Okay, we're back. I don't know how I did that. Let's shut. Let's see. That's going to be right there. That's there, and this is. We turn that one off. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that, folks. It happens. Um, you got to roll with the flow, as the saying goes when you're live streaming. Let's see. Why is that not? Oh, there we go. Okay, it's working there. Okay. All right. We're gonna go ahead and do 100 years ago. Okay, I'm back. We'll do 100 years ago, but just tomorrow will be an audio podcast. Friday we won't be broadcasting, and Thursday we'll be doing an audio podcast. The audio podcast is a sort of scaled down version. I did audio before I did live stream, so the live stream actually grew out of the audio podcast. But the audio podcast, it's a scaled down version of what we're doing here, 30 to 45 minutes. The only thing is I don't do the news like I do after for the second half of the broadcast here. I present an interesting article, and like I said, last Thursday we had an interesting article I read about the blue iguana making a comeback there on one of the islands in the Caymans and stuff like that. So that's a good thing there. Okay, let's see. Let's set up for 100 years ago, and let's see. We're gonna put. again, you can follow me over on X at Fireman Rich there, and that's my mainstay as far as that goes for. Is that shut off? Uh-oh. What's going on there? Let's see something. Hang on. Oh, I can't remove that. Well, we got to reset here. Let's go ahead and do a reset here, folks. Hang on. Something got jammed up in the mix here. Okay. Let's see. We'll keep. Okay. Just hang on for a minute, folks. We'll be right back here. I'll just put the camera on here that indicates I'm still here. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Let's go ahead and drop this. Okay. We're back. We're back. We should be back. Let's see. Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're back. Okay, we're back. Oh my God. It happens, as far as that goes. We just got to make do with what we got here, and okay, let me turn the volume. We got audio. So, like I said, audio podcast Tuesday, tomorrow, and Thursday, and you can check that out on Spotify for creators, and I'm over on Spotify at Fireman Rich, as well as at Fireman Rich on X right there. Yes, I'm back. Yeah, I just had a little glitch there, Tina, so that's okay. It happens. I lost control here in the on the web page. So there we go. We're going to set up for 100 years ago with Roger Luther, who is a Broome County historian. And I always like to say, full disclosure, I have. You know what? I'm going to close this. The noise is getting a little bit too much with the traffic there. We got full disclosure, no affiliation with Fox 40 News as far as that goes, or I don't work there. I just consume what's on their webpage and what they present on the TV and stuff. But I like to present certain aspects that they show about the southern tier of upstate New York, where I live and reside, and that gives you an idea as far as that goes. So let's see, we're going to do that, and we're going to do that. Okay, and let's bring that over 100 years ago. Bring that down a little bit. There it goes. We got that there, and we'll shut down our camera. And here it is.
100 years ago today, the 15th annual Festival and Field Day of St. Mary's Italian Church opened at noon today. Little Italy is decorated with flags and banners. A carnival has been set up at Stowe Park, and the program will close tonight with a big fireworks display. City officials announced today that the new Memorial Bridge will be completed and ready for opening to traffic on Labor Day, September 7th. Finally, a Ford Roadster that was parked on Baldwin Street in Endicott was badly damaged this morning when a runaway team of horses pulling a garbage wagon crashed into the car. Horses were not seriously injured. And that was the news, August 15th, 1925.
Thank God the horses were not injured as far as that goes. Um, a Ford Roadster that was parked on Baldwin Street in Endicott was badly damaged. When a runaway team of horses pulling a garbage wagon crashed in. So the wagon must have crashed into the car. So that was the exciting news on this. This is as of Friday, August 15th. So that was the big news because the other one was just basically the Memorial Bridge was completed and they opened. So that was good and ready for. Oh, it won't be open for traffic until Labor Day, September 7th. And then was it the 15th annual festival and field days of St. Mary's Italian Church opened at noon. They still do that. I'm not sure which one it is, but horse garbage truck. Yeah, Tina, a horse garbage truck. They used to pull the garbage with the horses, as far as that goes. So it's like uh, exactly the horse garbage truck. So. But we've come a long way. Now we got regular garbage trucks that the garbage man doesn't even get out. He just pulls up, the thing comes out and lifts up the garbage can. We got specialty garbage cans now that the garbage guys, it's all to be more efficient as far as more efficient in picking up your garbage as the story goes. So okay, there's that. In other let's go ahead and put this back here. In other history notes, we had Ringo Starr made his debut with the Beatles back in 1962 at the at a horticultural social dance. The first appearance of John, Paul, George, and Ringo played together in public back in 1962. In 1977, the Police. I like the Police. The Police is one of my favorite groups. Let's see. Tina says lots of laughs. Well, time for Hal. Okay, see you later. Thanks, Tina. Have a good day today. Be good. Stay healthy. Stay healthy, girl. Okay, let's see. Returning the Police, one of my favorite groups, back in 1977, played live for the first time as a three-piece band in Birmingham, England, in a style influenced by punk, reggae, and jazz that made them one of the first new wave groups to achieve mainstream success. Yeah, keep on forgetting they were new wave. And let's see. 1979, Canadians' Highway to the Arctic opened. The Dempster Highway from Dawson, Yukon to Inuvik, Northwest Territories stretched 457 miles, 736 kilometers. Much of it followed an old sled dog trail. And in 1982, Japan's election laws was amended to allow the proportional representation. So I guess that allowed women into the government. And let's see, on the AP side, let's see if I can get to that here on the Surface 3, or is that going to give me problems too? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see, for August 18th. It's almost quicker typing it in than it brings it up. And look at that, it brings it up. On April 18th, the 19th Amendment to the Constitution guaranteeing American women's right to vote was ratified as Tennessee became the 36th state to approve that right for women. So thank you, Tennessee. And let's see. It was in 1914, President Woodrow Wilson issued the Proclamation of Neutrality aimed at keeping the United States out of World War I. Of course, that only lasted for 3 years? I think it was after 1917, 1918. We came into the war as far as that goes. And let's see. What else we got? That's about it for history, folks. That is it for history. So we're going to go ahead and take a little break here, refresh my coffee. Let's see, how much time do we got on this first? Oh, we're coming up on 53 minutes, so we're right on time. Let's see, how's the broadcast going here so far? We're doing pretty good. Let's see. Twitch says we got an excellent broadcast going on right now. So, we currently at this point we have a total of 5 people. 1 person on Rumble, thank you. 1 person on Locals. 2 people on YouTube. 1 person on Twitch, and we have nobody on the Facebook. Over on X Live, we have. Okay, where's the X Live? I gotta refresh, Rich. X Live, we have 3 people still over there. Thank you for the folks over on X Live for watching so far. We're just finishing our first hour. And over on Kick, who do we got over on Kick? And we have 3 viewers on Kick. Hey, good morning, Kick. Glad to have you all here as we're finishing up the first hour. I'm going to go ahead and take a little break, refresh my coffee. Is it almost gone? Yeah. Oh, was it Tina says she's going to Hal is another broadcaster. He's coming up. We got Jim Figerty over on Twitch, but Hal, he's another broadcaster. I usually watch him. He does 30-minute segments, and I usually watch his replay on the YouTube when I'm doing the post thing here. Oh, he's not on yet. Where the hell is he? Is he supposed to be on today? He's not on yet. What's going on? Oh, he's probably due to come on here. Oh, wait a minute. He's on. He's not on Twitch. He's on. I think he's on X Live. Let me check here. I think he's on the X Live. Is he on X Live? I know he has some schedule and stuff like that. I think it's 7:30. At 7:30, he's on X Live. He's probably on the Facebook right now. So X Live, yeah, 7:30 he's on Twitch, and then 8:00 he's on. He finishes laugh. He does it 30-minute segments. I don't know, that's too much juggling for me, but God bless him as far as that goes. So it's people follow him too, which is cool. But what I was saying, he has a coffee cup, and when he drinks, he has something. He does something like this. Let me see. Let me show you what Hal does before we go on break. I'm going to do a Hal. This is fun. We're going to do a Hal. He does this. He goes, oh, I don't know if that's going to stay now. Let's see. Let's see. No, it's not going to stay. See, when he drinks, he does this. You get the gist. Where did the note go? Oh, here it is. We're playing around. But it's like this. He drinks and then it's time for more coffee. He does. He always has a message on the end of his cup. So for us, it's time to get another cup of coffee. So we'll be right back. And you guys just hang in there, and then we will be right back as far as that goes. Here we go. There we go. And we're back. We're back here on the Monday morning coffee here on Rumble Studios for the 08.18.2025 at Rumble Video Broadcast, as I like to say, here on the second half. And we got the second half of we've got a second cup of coffee here. That's good stuff. Man, that gets the day going. That does get the day going. Very good stuff. Very good stuff. I'm going to save this. I have time for more coffee. Okay, I'm going to save that one there. We'll do the hell thing. I'll put that on the cup. Time for more coffee. But we are getting this start of a new week, working towards the weekend once again. I am Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich. You can follow me over on X, at Fireman Rich over there on X, like it says down the lower. It says it on the scroll, but that's something new I just popped in there, stuff like that. If I turn the scroll off, which things you could do, and that's not even on OBS and stuff. We are on OBS using the virtual cam, and we're using Rumble Studios. I do broadcast. There's another way of broadcasting in Rumble. They give you the option to do the direct RTMP from OBS into whatever software you use. I use OBS. I'm an avid OBS user. I love using OBS. It works quite well. I've had my challenges with it. And I know some other people, they say, "Oh, it sucks." And it's like, no, I like it. I love it. It's good stuff as far as that goes. And I do enjoy it using it. But this is a virtual cam right here. When I do the direct RTMP from Rumble Studios, it allows me to get 1080p now because I dialed in my OBS a little bit better. And I think there was a setting on in Rumble Studios there. I had to direct RTMP, and I get 1080p when I broadcast gaming now. When I live stream gaming, I only go to 3 platforms. That's Rumble, Twitch, and YouTube, the 3 big ones and stuff. And I put the hot link in all the other places there. It's like close to 10, 11, 12 different places that I post the link to. So, and I do that all manually and stuff, which it doesn't take that much. It's automation is good, but it's good that when you can do it yourself. So we're on the second half here of the broadcast. I do enjoy live streaming. It gets me going. For the folks that are new here, I've been officially retired for 2 years, a little over 2 years now, and I do enjoy it. I was talking to a coworker the other day on the phone. I had to call into the old job site, and I'm back. Hal is MIA. I hope he's okay. Oh, is he? What? I know at 7. We'll check. It's 7:30. He should be coming on Twitch. I'm not sure if he's on TikTok or on Facebook, or he's not on X Live. So he might be on Facebook because I didn't see him on X Live. Well, at 7:30, I'll say, welcome back, Tina. Did he say what there wasn't going to be any broadcasts or something? I don't know. I think I heard that last week. There was going to be some empty days or something like that because the radio guys are going to be traveling or something like that. Because I usually listen to the last 30 minutes of his YouTube broadcast when I'm done with this broadcast, when I'm doing post-production. So here, I'll usually have him in the ear, either him or Jim Figerty on Twitch. Oh, that's Thursday. Oh, Thursday and Friday. Okay, so he might be having Tina. I have technical difficulties. Hal might have some technical difficulties and stuff. So, because I think one time he said they had to go through the phone for the radio. That's real. So we'll check. We'll see in about 10 minutes. We'll check the Twitch there and stuff like that. And then you can be off to see him. But welcome back. Got the second cup of coffee here. And we're getting, but for those folks, I was talking to my friend on the phone I used to work with. He's going to retire next year. And I said, you're going to love it. As he said, really? He says, I don't have nothing to be scared of. I said, it's a piece of cake. And he's better off financially than I am and stuff like that. So, I'm not rich, I'm not poor. This guy, he's got some money in the family and stuff. So I said, you're not going to have any bro. He just been he was like me. He's worked all his life. So it's something strange and new. I don't have to work anymore. I don't have to go into a day job and stuff like that. So, but the missus is retired, I'm retired, and we're enjoying it. And but it was good talking to him. I hadn't talked to him in a while. He doesn't come to every couple of months. I get together with the guys I used to work with. They go to this pub, this bar, this restaurant, and we share a meal and we converse. It's about every 2 or 3 months, and as far as that goes. And let's see. Tina says, "Oh, hang on, Tina. I miss." Let's see. Tina says, I'm more busy in retirement than. Isn't that the fact? There's days I think, man, I'm more busy now than. I have a regular routine, and that routine's good. This is part of my routine, okay? The missus, I think she likes the fact that I'm doing this. It keeps me busy instead of, bothering her and stuff. And, but yeah, it seems like that. It seems like we're more busy. I know the missus was really busy last week with her, or last year with her community work that she was doing. She was on a village committee here, and to celebrate an anniversary and stuff like that. And it almost felt like she was at work. She'd be at her computer and she'd say, "Hey, can you print up this, print up that?" I was like, "What the hell? Are you back at work?" No, but it was all good. But it does. It just seems like there's more to do, because you can do whatever you want. So you have all this good stuff in front of you that you can do, where you don't have to worry about going to the day job or night job or whatever and stuff. I do miss it sometimes. I reflect back, but it was good. But it was great talking to this individual that I worked with for quite a few years, and it's good to hear that he's finally deciding to retire. Because I think it was a few months back we had a gathering, and I didn't realize it was a retirement party for this one guy. We thought he would never retire, but he decided to retire. It's actually his second retirement. He's prior retired law enforcement, and for me it was a second retirement because I'm like down here. I'm retired United States Air Force. So, but this gets me. I like doing this. It's a good routine, and as far as being on these interwebs and stuff, as far as that goes. All right, let's see what we have on the local news channels, radio channels that full disclosure, I have no affiliation with. Just we like seeing what they have talking about what's going on, and let's see what we go here. Oh, we have a new store, Five Below, grand opening. What's this about? Let's see what this is.
Retail discount.
Do you guys know what Five Below? That's a store. This must be up at I think this is up at
store Five Below.
This is up at the Commons. Yeah, this is up at the Oakdale Commons because they have been working up there on the store to. So let's go ahead and see what this is about. Oakdale Commons, it's in Johnson City. That's there's a place up there called the Beer Tree. That's where me and the missus go up there to eat. It's a brewery, but they have a restaurant, and man, you can get a freaking fantastic cheeseburger. Oh my God, it's the best cheeseburger. They grow their own meat. They have their own herd of cattle. They take when they're done brewing, they take all the hops and all that stuff and they feed it to the cows, and the cows love it. Cows get a little. I don't know if the cows get a little drunk or what. Let's see. Let's go ahead and shut this off. Five Below. What kind of store is Five Below? I've never been in one, but let's go ahead and see what this is all about here. Five Below, up at the Oakdale Commons.
Retail discount store Five Below celebrating the official grand opening of its new Oakdale Commons location today. Store manager Melanie Randall said the move was driven by a need for more space. To celebrate the opening, a host of festivities are planned for the weekend, including music, kids' activities, and special prizes.
Oh, okay, Tina.
On Saturday, the first 100 people in line will also receive a $10 gift card. Randall said she's excited about the new possibilities the expanded space will offer.
just excited to be up here and open again. It's just a better atmosphere. Like there's a bigger shopping area. Like everything's in its actual spot where it belongs instead of just shoved everywhere. So it makes it easier to put our
Retail discount.
So Five Below, a store that's opening up, a new store opening up in the Oakdale Commons. We go up there. There's the Five Guys up there. Now they're going to be opening up a Chick-fil-A at the old Key Bank. They sold that. There's a lot of things happening. There's a mall that just sort of, malls are dead. So you got to do something to reinvent them. And you bring first-class eateries like the Beer Tree, and then they've got half of it. I guess I think it's United Health Services. They rent a portion of it, but it's real estate. But they keep the mall. People still go up there to walk in the mall and stuff, and they still have some stores. J.C. Penney's is still there. They one of the original big top stores that are still there. Sears used to be there, but they left. Macy's, Dick's Sporting Goods took over the Macy's side, and they just expanded it. They wrecked down the walls and expanded the building a little bit. So there's a lot of things happening up there. And Tina says her daughter loves this store, Five Below. I've never been in one, so I'm gonna have to check it out. It looks like a catch-all store. It has everything as far as that goes. And Tina says love Chick-fil-A too. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. There's actually two. There's one going to be in Johnson City at the Oakdale Commons, and then one in Vestal, the Vestal Plaza. That's the road that goes up. There's a lot of stores up there. There's a Walmart up there, Target, a whole bunch of other shops and stuff like that. So it's another shopping area. You either go to the Vestal Plaza, or you go over to the Oakdale Commons to hang out over there. The grocery store over at across the street from the Oakdale Commons, Wegmans, that's a great place. And then there's this one package store, a liquor store that they have everything. I go in there. I'll travel the 20-minute distance to go there to get because I know they have it. It's various shopping areas, very, very ingrained in the community here as far as that goes. Okay, let's see what else we have on Fox 40. It's always good to see a new business opening and stuff like that. Let's see. We have... what else do we have? Oh, well, we know that it's that time of year. Fall is coming because let's see. Is there any? No, I guess that's not it. That's not it. You got University Move-In Day up there at Binghamton University, but the video's not going, so we won't play that one. We'll go back to what's this one? 7th Annual Harper M. Stanza Rec Park Music Festival. Let's see what this one's about. As far as that goes, this is up there in Binghamton.
And welcome to return.
And this is up at Rec Park in Binghamton, New York. It was a fun afternoon, and this took place. When did this take place? This took place over the weekend, I believe. The 7th Annual Harper M. Stanza Rec Park Music Festival. So let's see what this one's about. Okay, we'll just go ahead and plug it in. Here we go.
Return of a beloved music festival today that's been a community staple for over 30 years. Fox 40's Kenny Lynn was there and brings us the story.
Live bands, crowds, food, and fun. These were the sights and sounds of the 7th Annual Harper M. Stanza Music Festival at Rec Park today.
It's a fun afternoon in the park. Today we have 5 bands. It's free to attend, and there's food and ice cream and popcorn and face painting, stuff for all ages. So it's kind of a fun day in the park to celebrate community and music and Harper Stanza.
The event, originally called the Rec Park Music Fest, was created by Jim Ryan 30 years ago to give local musicians a space to play original works.
I was playing in a band, I was doing originals, and there weren't a lot of venues to play, so I created a festival that you can play original music or do rearranged covers or lots of different things.
In 2019, he renamed the festival in honor of Harper Stans, who tragically passed away in a car accident.
Harper she loved life, she loved the West Side, she loved Rec Park, she loved music and tie-dyes and all that kind of fun stuff. So it made a lot of sense to like rename it after her.
3 decades later, the event continues to thrive, bringing new faces each year. First-time attendee Robert Costello, who recently moved to Binghamton, said he felt welcomed right away.
It's been a lot of fun. It's nice to see people in the community come out and gather for a weekend of fun and listening to music.
Costello, who grew up playing different instruments, said he was drawn to the live musical performances.
I just like listening to music that's performed live more than something that's recorded. There's an atmosphere to live music that recorded music doesn't offer.
As for what Rian hopes festival goers will take away, he said it's simple.
The main thing, I want people to come out and gather and enjoy each other's company and get outside and have fresh air, enjoy the public space, the green space.
So the 7th annual Harper M. Stanza Rec. So they said that it's been going on for 30 years. So maybe it's the 7th year after they named it after Harper M. Stanza. But it's a music festival up there in Rec Park in Binghamton, and it was a beautiful weekend this weekend. So why not go out there and listen to some music? I think the local park tonight they have, depending on the weather, they every Monday in the local park here they have a band that plays an actual brass band and stuff like that play tunes and stuff like that. So it's summertime. So why not have fun during the summertime time that we have? Okay, let's see. What else do we have? Sounds like a nice. Yeah, it sounds like a nice day, Tina. Yes, very much so. And 7:34. I don't see Hal on the Twitch, so he must have some technical difficulties with his setup and stuff like that, which happens. It happens to me, doesn't it? So, but yeah, it sounds like they had a nice day there. And that's the whole purpose of presenting these articles and stuff. It shows you the community I live in, as far as there's a lot of action going up. That's up in Binghamton. That's about a 25-minute ride to the east here on 17, Route 86. I'm in Tioga County. That's in Broome County. And then we have stuff in Shenango County, which is Elmira. Is Elmira Shenango County? What county is Elmira in? Chemung County. So we got Chemung County to the west, Broome County to the east, and I live in Tioga County. So I got the best of both worlds. I can go to Elmira, or there's a University of Elmira out there. Big, it's a nice painted post. It's a nice community out there, nice shopping out there. Also up in Broome County. So we're right in the middle, and it's I enjoy it. Okay, let's see what else we have on Fox 40. I think that should be it for that, from what I'm seeing. Okay, let's see. WEBO, anything on WEBO for local news here in Tioga County? Let's see. WEBO is a radio station I listen to off of the Radigan Media Group. They have several other radio stations. WEBO I listen to, Choice 102 out of Sayre, Pennsylvania. And then 95.3 TTC, The Bridge, rock and roll, great channel there. But again, I have full disclosure, I have no affiliation with WEBO, Choice 102, or 95.3 TTC, or the Radigan Media Group. I just like consuming their online product, and I also listen to their radio stations. They're great radio stations. There's nothing there on their webpage. Let's check out another radio station I listen to, WNBF News Radio, 1290 AM. That's out of Binghamton, and I don't have any affiliation with that, but they do have an article. Let's go ahead and look at this article here. This is an article off of WNBF. I'm going to have to read it, but we'll post something up here as far as that goes. And what they have is $47 million I-86 project in Tioga County. That's right here, nearly completed. So they last year they did the what side? They did the eastbound. This year they're doing the westbound, or is it vice versa? One of the things. Last year they did one direction, and this year they're doing the other direction. Oh no, they're doing the westbound. That looks like the westbound. That sign right there, Appalachian, New York. That's where I grew up, in Appalachian, New York, in Tioga County. So I spent many years there before I started high school downstate. My father got transferred on IBM. But as a major Southern Tier highway improvement project enters its final phase, drivers are being warned that a key entrance ramp is about to be closed. According to the state DOT, an Interstate 86 on ramp in Appalachian, that would be exit 66, I would imagine, will be shut down for 1 week. The entrance for Route 434 to I-86 at exit 66 will be out of service beginning Monday. So that's today. The closure will also allow workers to construct and pave the highway ramp, which is used by thousands of motorists each day. So the road there, as you can see, it's going to be closed. That's the ramp, exit 66, going on the westbound. They're working on the westbound, I believe, right? Yeah, I think. The flow of traffic isn't too bad, but it's covering the rest of Tioga County there. Let's see. Where is that? What? Oh, I'm back over here. Okay. While the ramp is out of service, signs will be directing drivers to use Route 434 east of Route 26 in Vestal before returning to the highway at exit 67. So it's a detour. The work is being done as part of the $47 million reconstruction project that has gotten on its way. Last year they started. Drivers on I-86 between Owego and Appalachian have been using the north side of the highway since 2000 or since April. Two-way traffic is being maintained on the westbound lanes. Okay, the westbound lanes. The highway's Appalachian exit has been closed to eastbound traffic for several months, according to DOT. There is no substantial changes to the previous work. So you can see that they're repaving the road there and there it is right there, the repaved road. And like right here on this section right here, this is I lived right off to the left over in Appalachian, and we used to cross right here to Susquehanna is right on the right hand side here. Or is it vice versa? I can't remember. Anyway, but right there, Appalachian, New York, exit 866. That's where I grew up, folks, here in upstate New York. I live elsewhere here in Tioga County. Right near Owego, as far as that goes. Okay, so there we have that as some road construction. And they always do the road construction during the summer because that's the best time to be doing it. Let's see, what else do we have on WNBF? WNBF is a good daytime radio station. I used to listen to Rush Limbaugh on that channel. Oh, let's see, we have Double J's. How we doing? Are those works subcontracted? It's a contractor. They got a major company. You got to work like that. You got one main contractor, and there's also subcontractors that work as far as that goes. It's state work, but the state work is subcontracted out to major construction. The state doesn't do that does the state? I think it's a lot of both, I guess you could say.
Looked at the trucks
the trucks, they don't look, let's just say the paving, the state doesn't do the paving. They subcontract that out and stuff. The state doesn't maintain a paving as far as that goes. That's all, that's mostly subcontracted out. The state does that and stuff like that. So But hello's Double J's. Glad to have you here, my friend. Glad to have you. Okay, Tina says breakfast is here finally. Coffee house double. There you go. She's finally getting her coffee. The missus is having her breakfast too, Tina. So enjoy your coffee. I am enjoying mine. What kind of is this? Regular coffee or Dunkin'? Oh, it's still Dunkin'. Okay, that's why it tastes so good. It's been tasting great lately. It's smooth. Okay, let's see. So the highway department, along with the other contractors, are out there. Let's see. Anything else? No, that's the main thing. Yep, that's the main article there. Let's see. WBNG Channel 12 News. What's going on? Oh, they talk about the Harper End stands a let's go ahead and have you heard of that music festival? Okay. Have you ever been to it?
No.
No. Okay. That's right. We've been married the whole time. Oh, let's see. Can we do that one? No, we can't do that one. We won't do that one. Let's see. We have a local girl here from the area, Emily Mackley. She's a runner, and I'm partial to runners. No, we're not going to play that one either. I don't think. Let's see. No, we're not going to play that one. That's not showing anything. But let's get back to the Harper's. Here's a video for the Harper's. The Harper Stands Music Festival here. It gives you an idea. Again, from WBNG, we saw Fox's article. This is WBNG's on the same, but it gives you a picture of the community as far as that goes, where I live and reside. I don't live up in this area, but it's part of my community here in the southern tier of upstate New York. So let's go ahead and bring this one up, and we'll go ahead and crank it. The second perspective. And here we go.
Marks the 7th annual Harper Stands Music Festival returning to Recreation Park in Binghamton. The event will take place from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. at Rec Park and offers food trucks, live bands, games, and more for the community to enjoy. This celebration is in honor of Harper Stands, who died in 2019 after being hit by then 33-year-old Kevin Wilcox, who was operating his vehicle under the influence of heroin.
Okay. Oh. And Double J says, yummy, lots of laughs. Yeah. But that's a major music festival here. I didn't realize it was in honor of him. He got hit by her. She got hurt. Yeah, her. That's right. They did say that. By someone that was under the influence of drugs. That's too bad. That's not good. But okay, let's see what else we got in WBNG. But that gives you a second perspective from. Let's see. Oh, here's a good one. It's the annual floating of the rubber ducky down the Susquehanna Park, or down the Susquehanna River. Let's go ahead and bring this.
And ducks.
15,000 ducks fly down Highland Park from for the 15th annual Broome County Humane Society Duck Derby, and this is pretty interesting because they collect all these ducks, so they don't become pollutants. They start at one point. You buy the duck, you put your name, and you see which one floats down. I don't know how. We'll see what the article has to do up here, but the 15,000 ducks. These are people that buy these ducks. They put their names on it. Okay, they get that number of duck, and they see which one comes in first and stuff like that. So let's see what this one's about.
Could be seen cascading down the side of Highland Park in Endwell this afternoon for the 15th annual Broome County Humane Society Duck Derby. 15,000 ducks were released, racing their way down the chute while raising money for animals at the Humane Society. Coordinator of the event, Kim Broderick, says the event brings the community together while raising money for the animals in their care.
It's a great way to get people out in the community to see
dogs that are adoptable, see our local vendors, and support the community or support the animals in our community at the shelter. So it's just a lot of fun. We see the same people year after year.
Broderick says that the support the Humane Society gets from the community through the annual Duck Derby helps the organization be able to assist animals in need and the community prices as the prices for care continue to rise.
And the money that we raise here will go towards the care of the animals in our community. With the cost of everything getting higher and higher, that's just a great way to help the animals in our community and the services that we offer at the shelter, just to give back to those who need help.
Out of the 15,000 ducks that are a part of the Derby, 3 lucky winners were chosen to win prizes from the event. First place took home $5,000, with second and third winning $1,300 and $700 respectively.
So $15,000 if you got the first duck. Then $1,300.
1,500. You mean?
1,500. No, how much?
$15,000 to take all the money they earned.
Yeah. What is it? Let me
It's
see.
to benefit something, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the Humane Society for the animal shelters and stuff like that. Yeah. First prize was $5,000. Second place, if we won that, I just give it back as a donation. I give half of that and half it to Stray Haven. Let's see. First place was $5,000. Second place was $1,300. So all those ducks, and they dump them in the Susquehanna, and then they float down, and then at that particular point in the Susquehanna River, whatever the first duck, they pick it up and they see which one. And I would say if you're the first duck out there while they're still shoveling them, you probably have a chance of winning a lot more than the last duck that was shoveled, unless they shovel them all out and then they start them at the same time. I don't know how they do that, but and the one thing in that article, the key word that was throughout that article about the Rubber Duck Derby, community. It's all about community, and that's what it is here in the southern tier of upstate New York. A very strong community as far as that goes in the whole southern tier area. It's something that is embedded in everybody here. It's a rural area, so you're in times of need. You get close to your neighbor that you 2 weeks before when it was nice and everything was hunky dory. You say, I can't stand. But when the need comes and arises, you put those aside and you work together with your neighbors and stuff like that. And it's all about community, and that's what they're doing to benefit the animals and the animal shelters and stuff like that. I think that's great work. I love seeing that. Okay, let's see what else on WBNG. We have anything else? That's about it as far as that goes for WBNG. The Whale, it's the same thing as the WNBF for the most part. Let's see, Wegmans is recalling. Oh, that was last week. And let's see, Channel 34. Let's see what's on Channel 34. Anything? Veterinary. There's nothing on WB Channel 34 that I could see. Let me just check the news segment. Let's see. I am not seeing anything else. Okay, so we'll go to WENY, which is out there in Elmira. See what's out there in Elmira. Trucks. Whoa, kids and adults. Let's see what this is about. Looks like they had a good time this weekend with the trucks. And this is up and close and personal with some trucks this Saturday up there in Corning. Let's go ahead and see what this one's all about. Let's see. Did that come in right? No, we got to go ahead and close it like that, and we'll go ahead and start this.
Well, kids and families got to get up close with some pretty big trucks and vehicles earlier today in Corning. It was the annual Trucks fundraiser for Pathways, Inc. Trucks of all types of careers were set up at Corning Community College today. large-scale tow trucks to fire trucks, law enforcement, garbage trucks, and dump trucks. Kids got the chance to ask questions and in many cases climb inside and check out the vehicles themselves. Supporters of the event say while it's great to see the kids' faces light up when they get to see the trucks up close, it could also potentially inspire them in a career maybe later down the road.
Definitely opens up them to blue collar careers and seeing how they interact and they're not as scary. So maybe when they're in middle school or high school or even young adults, they would be willing to come in and try, and because they've seen it, they've been up close to it, they put their hands on it, so it's very nice.
In addition to the various trucks, vans, and heavy equipment, Guthrie Air also had its medical helicopter on hand this afternoon. Today's event serves to raise funds for the Pathways Kids Adventure Club program, which provides before and after school care for kids in the Corning Painted Post School.
Okay, so you got up and close. The kids could get up and close and personal. A lot of these trucks, I think it's a good opportunity. They talked about Guthrie Air. Guthrie Air is the medevac that flies out of Guthrie Hospital out of Sayre. And I usually see it flying over here. When I was still a volunteer, there was a couple of times we had to call that in because they needed to medevac the patient we had at hand quickly. So we have that service here because it is a rural area, but they cover a wide area here in New York as well as in Pennsylvania. And you can see there's other trucks there that help you out, rescue trucks and other trucks that you would see on the construction sites as far as that goes. So that was something that took place this past Saturday within the community as far as that goes. Let's see. What else we got here on WENY? I think that was the only main article. Let's see. Let's check. Oh... And yeah, that's it for that's the only article there. Let's see, we have Channel 18. That's the other radio station that's out there. We have a woman here. Let's bring this one up. This is pretty interesting. A woman out in Elmira. Elmira woman celebrates 103 years old. Let's see if we can bring this one up here. Is that going to come up? Just bring it up this way, I think. We can bring it up this way. Okay, this is on channel. This is on channel. Oh, where the hell is that? Oh, here we go. We'll bring it up. Is that okay? There it is. This is on Channel 18 News out of Elmira. Again, full disclosure, I have no association with WNY or Channel 18 or any other news agency that I present here. I'm just showing you segments that show the area here of the southern tier of upstate New York, and as far as the community that we have here. And this is about a woman celebrating her 103rd birthday. So an Elmira woman. And let's go ahead and see what this one's all about.
An Elmira woman reaches a milestone birthday today, and get this, she turned 103 years old. Edna Mae Taylor was born in Quincy, Florida, and has been living in Elmira since 1947. She was joined by friends and family for her party at the Chemung County.
How come that's not taking place? Hang on. How come that didn't take... Huh. What happened there? Oh, there it is. Okay. Let's restart this. Okay.
Family for her party at the Chemung
No, we don't want that.
County Nursing Facility.
We want to present it. Okay. Let's start this over again. We had a little technical difficulties. Let's see if that... Okay, here we go.
Elmira woman reaches a milestone birthday today, and get this, she turned 103 years old. Edna Mae Taylor was born in Quincy, Florida, and has been living in Elmira since 1947. She was joined by friends and family for her party at the Chemung County Nursing Facility. She was joined with 6 generations of her family.
Looks pretty healthy
being
for
honest
103.
with everybody. And I just feel
Wow.
that this
God
is the way
bless her.
you're supposed to be. And God has been good to me to let me live to get the age that I am. And I know that's nothing but a blessing.
Happy birthday, Mrs. Taylor. And
Yeah, happy birthday, Mrs. Taylor. 103 years old. God bless her. I just saying, she doesn't look 103. I don't know what 103 looks like, but God bless her. 103 years old. That's good. That's a good story as far as, and they, a lady of the community there in Elmira, New York. And, let's see. Tina says for her breakfast, she had oatmeal and fruit, but you also had coffee, right, Tina? Did you have coffee? Let's see. I'm checking to see if Hal's on. Nope, he's not on Twitch, so he's down. And Tina says, "Wow, cool for the." Yeah, that is cool, isn't it? 103 years old. God bless her. As far as that goes, so I'm not sure. I think you said you had coffee too. Yeah, I think you said that they brought you some coffee, so enjoy. Okay, let's see. That was on Channel 18. I think that's the only article we had on Channel 18. Talk of the Tears, Jay Leno. What's that about? He talks about the tears. Does he talk about... on an episode of Talk of the Tears, Nick sits down with legendary comedian and former host of Tonight Show, Jay Leno. Oh, let's see what this one's about. They had an interview with Jay Leno. You don't hear much about him. And Tina says on the coffee front, good coffee, but not as good as my... Well, it never is it? Yeah. But at least it's something, okay? That's good. So I can raise my coffee cup because you got coffee. There you go. It never is. Okay, let's see. Okay, what happened to... Okay, that's on the what's up? Okay, yeah, I'm finishing up here. Let's see. We got Jay Leno here on this one. Let's go ahead and see what this one is about. As far as that goes, he's in the Southern Tier.
Interviews with top newsmakers, leaders, and interesting people. This is Talk of the Tears.
Welcome to Talk of the Tears. I'm your host today, Nick Barbary. Joining me is a special guest we have who needs no introduction, but we're going to introduce him anyway. You may know him as the former host of The Tonight Show, and he'll also be coming to Elmira, New York to perform at the Clemens Center on August 22nd for an evening with Jay Leno. Ladies and gentlemen, Jay Leno. Thank you very much, Mr. Leno. Yes, thanks for joining
having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's Jay, actually.
Yes. Oh, okay. No problem. Well, thank you, Jay. So, yes. Well, first, let's start from the beginning. Now,
all right.
Yes. Well, a lot of people, when they think of Jay Leno, they think of beautiful, sunny Burbank, California, but you're actually from the East Coast.
Well, I born in Rochelle, New York. I grew up outside, about 30 miles north of Boston, near the New Hampshire border, a little town called Andover, Massachusetts. I was there for like 9 years, from 9 to 18. And then I started coming to California. Then I moved to California in the very early 70s, yeah. So I've been here for a while.
Yes. Now, Andover, Massachusetts. Now, I must ask, is there an Andover, Massachusetts accent, and do you have it?
No. I never liked that part. What do you?
Okay, this is going on for like 22 minutes. So Jay Leno is coming to Elmira, New York. He's on the performance circuit once again, and he looks pretty good. Jay looks good. I liked he took over for Johnny Carson, and he's probably one of the last good midnight hosts that on the midnight channels there, the talk shows that I liked watching. The ones now I don't really care for, especially over the last several years. They've gotten really political and stuff like that, so they're not worth watching. But Jay Leno coming to Elmira, New York. That's big. He's still a good guy. I like him. He's a good guy. Let's see. I think that's it for Channel 18 out of Elmira. And let's see. We're going to go to Penny Saver. I don't see anything. You got music event benefits. Okay, nothing there. KGB, nothing. KGB 104.1 KISS, Binghamton's hit music station, one of many. Not seeing anything there. Let's see. Buffalo's 106.5. WYRK. Not seeing any articles pop out. Of course. We forgot to go over sports. Okay, I don't see anything there. Let's go over the sports. I forgot to go over the sports real quick, and we're going to end it there, folks. This weekend, Major League Baseball. We did have baseball. I forgot the sports before we went for a break. So we're going to go ahead and do that here, and then I'm going to go ahead and end the broadcast here real quick. Let's see. Major League Baseball. We did have some action. I'm not sure. I didn't watch any, but I did watch, let's see, starting on Friday, we had, let's see, Friday, the Mets lost to the Mariners 11-9. That's a close one right there. High score, though. And Yankees didn't play on Friday. So going into Saturday, over the weekend, the Mets beat the Mariners 3-1. And the Yankees had to play. Where's the Yankees? Oh, the Yankees beat the Cardinals 12-8. Good for the Yankees. And then yesterday, we had Yankees beat the Cardinals again, 8-4. That's good. And the Mets, they beat the Mariners, so that's good there as far as that goes. So they're still behind. They're not in first place. In NFL action, let me bring this up real quick here on the picks there. Let's see. Our NFL picks that I picked for this is week 2. Actually, it's week 3 of the preseason because they don't count the Hall of Fame day game. Let's see the games last Friday. Tennessee and Atlanta. I won that. Tennessee won, so I won that one. I picked Tennessee. Kansas City and Seattle. I picked Seattle and they won. I won on that one. Miami, Detroit. Miami won on that one. So I picked Miami. Green Bay and Indianapolis. I picked Green Bay. I was almost going to pick Indianapolis, but Green Bay won. New England and the Minnesota Vikings. New England won again. Cleveland and Philly. Philly lost, so I lost there. Carolina and Houston. Houston won on that game, which is a good game. San Francisco and Las Vegas. 49ers, I picked the 49ers. They won. Baltimore and Dallas. Dallas, they lost. They got hammered. Chargers and LA Rams. Chargers won. I picked the Chargers. New York Jets and New York Giants. I picked the Giants and the Giants won. Tampa Bay and the Steelers. I lost. Tampa Bay beat the Steelers. Arizona and Denver. I picked Arizona. They lost to the Denver. Jacksonville and New Orleans. They tied. They played to a tie. And then last night, Buffalo and Chicago. Chicago waxed 38-0. I think the score was. And there's one more game tonight, and that's going to be the Bengals and Washington. I picked Cincinnati. So as far as that goes, the Bills game was just atrocious last night. You know, it was hard to watch it because I'm a Bills fan as far as that goes. And let's see. Tina says, When we do NFL again, Ken, I have Well, I'll be announcing that the opening day for NFL is September 4th. So on the Wednesday shows, I'll be taking picks on Wednesday. Okay. So yeah, Tina, or else you just email me or just DM me your picks. Okay. Just DM me your picks and stuff like that before the 4th for the first week. We're going to be doing the picks. I can put that. I know Captain Rehab is going to join too. So I think when we do play again, can I have who is? Oh, right now it's going to be myself, Captain Rehab, and I think Tony and Michael Bathurst when we do Bell Kings Fantasy Football. They'll be joining in too. So it's going to be the regular guys. I don't know if Ted Hicks. I haven't seen Ted Hicks online and stuff like that. So I'll remind you. I'll remind you to get your picks in and stuff like that. I might even send some DM. I don't want to send DMs. I don't want to get involved in that. That gets a little bit too much for me. So it's going to be your responsibility to get the picks in as far as that goes. I'm not going to be running around asking for the picks and stuff like I did the last couple of years. That's getting to be too much. And I don't need, it's enough just keeping tabs of myself, who's winning and who's losing as far as that goes. But last night, the Bills lost. It's preseason. I'll let them have that as far as that goes. Now, there was one other event before we leave here. And that was in the soccer realm. Manchester, we went to Manchester City because the missus is getting ready to start her cleaning. Manchester City on Saturday. Where are they? In the Premier League, they won against the Wolves 4-0. So that was a good win. I watched it. Their play, they're passing, when they're passing with the foot as far as that goes. And Tina, she says, you got it. Okay, you got it. Okay, thank you, Tina. On the Manchester City, when they were in the FIFA World Cup, Club World Cup, this past last month, they didn't do too good. What's my hair doing? What is it? They did a lot of good passing then, but this game Saturday, their passing was a little off, but they ended up getting 4 goals. So a win is a win, as far as it. The Wolves, they played pretty good at the beginning. They were a little bit scary. So Manchester City is off to a great start as far as that goes for their first game, 4-0, and it was good to watch. It was an away game, so I'm pleased with that, and I know Wingnut is very pleased with the win. He wasn't too pleased with the way they were played. They weren't as crisp as they could be, but a win is a win, and that was over. I would, when it's 1-0, they could still come back, even 2-0. And I think at the first half they were up 2-0, and then in the second half they ended up getting. I could be wrong, but it ended up the final score was when it was 4-0 and there was still play. That it's almost over with. It's hard to come back, especially when your time is going down and stuff like that. All right, folks, we're going to go ahead and end the broadcast here and get our day started. I want to say thank you to Tina for being here. Thank you very much, Tina. Greatly appreciate you being here. Thank you, Tony D, my brother veteran, my good friend and fellow broadcaster. Thank you for that, for being here. And as well as Double J's was in the house. Thank you, Double J's. Thank you very much for being here. Greatly appreciate that, my friend, at the undisclosed location there. You have a great one, and we'll be talking to you. And let's see, who else do we have? I think that was it for Monday. But I want to tell you, I won't be here programming. There will not be any Wednesday morning coffee. I'm going to be busy with some business and taking care of some things. You're welcome, Tina. Thank you. As far as that goes, Tina, thank you very much. As far as that goes, appreciate it. And so there won't be any Wednesday. So we'll be back Friday, but there will be an audio podcast tomorrow. Just look at Fireman Rich right there. See it? It's coming right across at Fireman Rich right there. That's where I am on X, which used to be called Twitter. And we'll have an audio podcast on Thursday. So we'll be back on the live stream on Friday. So you all have a great one wherever you may be on this. And thank you for the people that are watching and watching on the replay. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you. And the people that are listening on the audio pod on Spotify, greatly appreciate it as far as that goes. I see the numbers and I do appreciate it. I'm always one to say if I get 1 or 2 people to watch or listen, I'm a success. I'm more than a success, and you guys are doing that for me, and that means a lot. So thank you very much. You all have a great day wherever you may be on this big blue marble. Again, Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich over there on X, as well as here on Rumble, and all my other fine social media platforms. Google at Fireman Rich, and you'll see where else I'm at. All right, folks, you all have a great one. Live life, have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care. Mrs. is biting at the bit to get her clean done. Okay. You all have a great one, and take care. Thanks again, folks. Ciao for now.